This review is dedicated to my two online moms because I know deep down in their hearts of hearts, they love this show. You know who you are, and feel free to reveal yourselves in the comments down below. So, the question of did they or did they not in this show? I don't know, but I can tell you that in 4 minutes, they did not. The angles are all wrong for the lower body parts to connect properly. Moving on, about a year after my review with Kiseki Chapter 2, here we are with Season of Love in Shimane, which is technically Season 3 of Kiseki series, but more of a continuation of Chapter 2. Do we need a fourth one? Nobody actually needed this third one, but here we are. I love P, but I think that at this point we have seen maybe a bit too much of him. It's pretty sad that B Boy is not here for this series, but what can we do other than a moment of silence for his absence? Not even 3 minutes in, honestly, I'm already rolling my eyes so hard. But my enduring love for P made me persevere. First real question is the Japan Tourism Board funding this series? Because I now know that Shimane is in the west coast of Japan and there's a shrine in the province. Such a good, useful information to have, I guess. The house they used does give off the vibes of adult content. And when I say adult content, I mean porn. It's just all white beddings and bare walls. Not a single photo frame, not a hint of personality. Like, no one even tried to make it look lived in. Episode 1, and they're not wasting any time. They know they only have 8 episodes and a lot of flat surfaces to work with in this house. You gotta make most of the rent, I guess. On a serious note, one thing I love about this show and Deep Night is that the sex scenes look fun. It looks like they had fun filming it. It's genuinely playful. Nobody needs whatever the hell they did in Playboy. Sexy doesn't mean serious. Sex can be joyful when the characters actually look like they're having a good time and when the actors clearly trust each other enough to make it feel natural. Some NC scenes sometimes can be so dark and serious and too intense. And another thing that I have noticed is self service scenes are getting more popular and we appreciate it because sometimes you don't need someone else to feel satisfied. Anyways, for the record, I don't generally enjoy series that revolves around BL actors playing BL actors. It's just not my thing. There's something about the kind of meta storytelling that just offends me to a personal level. This whole show is such a joke after literally finishing the sparkle in your eyes before starting this show. So you can just imagine the kind of whiplash it was to go from such a good show to whatever the hell this series is. And any depiction of management or production teams encouraging actors to cater to irrational fan shipping makes my blood boil. I hate fan service that spills beyond the screen and starts bleeding into actors' real lives. I hate the idea that someone's career or image is shaped by how convincingly they play a couple off screen. I fucking hate that shit. Anyone remembers War of Why? I hate that show. Moving on though, that's not the point of this video. 1 year after the events of Kiseki Chapter 2, nothing happened. P and Pan are still lusting after each other with no real relationships, no labels. For the first 2 to 3 episodes, I was rooting for P and Ply. They just have such an easygoing rapport that it's not present between P and Pan. By the way, another thing weird about this show is that they use the actors' real names. What was that about? At some point on episode 4, I think, I just hope that P would cut his losses and kick out all of them. P is living a quiet life in Japan, and every time these two brothers show up, it just causes him so much inconvenience. So much inconvenience. I can never. I think what makes this whole situation worse is the fact that there's no concrete definition to their relationship, at least not something that will make P feel secure, and Pan not saying anything directly to him but still sleeping with him when there's an opportunity just makes it worse. And it sucks because P is clearly invested. He wants more. But Pan keeps things so vague, so emotionally non committal that instead of rooting for them, I'm just rooting for P to finally walk away. This is so not worth it. Can I also just say that the amount of time people mention going to the toilet in this show is quite incredible? Is that like a commentary of the quality of this show? What was that about? Okay, so Pan heard P sharing his feelings and concerns with Ply, and Pan ran away, like very mature. I said this with G1 in Ball Boy Tactics. Fucking cry me a river. This is your fault. Nobody cares for this emotional moment you're having by the beach in front of some haunted ancient shrine. And then telling P to stop pretending to have feelings for him? What the hell is going on? Where were you in the last few episodes? I am confusion, honestly. But it's okay, that conflict did not last that long, like anything in this show, but I was so lost. I think Ply, honestly, is the MVP of this show. Otherwise, P and Pan would not survive. That being said, PJ and Ply could not care less, sorry. But there was just nothing there to get invested to. I just don't feel that their interactions were fleshed out enough for them to be pulling out I love yous. They did not really give us anything. I think we can imply that they've had interactions before, but we don't know the context of those previous interactions, and what we have is this week that they are together, and that's just not enough. And Pan giving advice to Ply about his feelings for PJ is the most unrealistic thing ever in the show. Pan should concentrate on his own issues. I'm just saying. Pan had a year to resolve his relationships, or rather, non relationship with B, and here we are a year after Kiseki Chapter 2, and we're just getting labels after so much fucking, mind you. Do we need that amount of baby making in this show? No, I don't think any show needs that much sex scenes. If you need that much in your show, there's always OnlyFans. There will be a variety, different strokes for different folks, and all of that. I could have done without the last scene in episode 7 because no one wants to know about the joystick and the start button. But I guess that's the charm of this show. It's a questionable charm, but it's there. It's a fun, no brain cells needed kind of watch, and sometimes you need that. I love how Ton kept teasing P and Pan in making sex noises and assaulting the strawberry. Because honestly, if those two are my friends, they would not hear the end of it from me. But I think we should note that the strawberry did not consent to this sexual content. I can't with this show. So is this a good travel vlog to promote Japan? This honestly just reinforces Japan's connection to adult videos, in my opinion. Anyway, some of my online friends think that this is a better show than the first one, but honestly, I prefer Kiseki Chapter 2. What about you? Have you seen Season of Love in Shimane? Do you like it? Do you think it's better than Kiseki Chapter 2? Comment down below. Check out my other BL reviews. Drink your water, stay hydrated. Bye bye.